Tell me what I gotta do so you don't feel away. I only give it up, I don't wanna lay. Please tell me that fee, cause I don't wanna pay. For sure, I can tell in the way that you're watching me that you probably got something to say. Okay, by the way, I gotta going away. It's 20 degrees in New York, I'm headed to LA. For sure.
It's Thursday night and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Last outing for Orlando, the loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. Here is Alston. That's the lead. They get a hand on it. Here's Roy. That shot misses. Excellent D from Howard. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. The Magic making a switch here. And if you like bigs, and Clark, I know you do, we're going to love tonight. These teams have tremendous front courts.
You know what? I think this game comes down to paint points. Both of these squads look to attack inside, do their eating in the paint. So get ready for this battle.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
On the wing, Lee. Pass to Roy. And he banks in the lane.
Nice job executing inside. When you give Roy these kinds of looks, he's going to cash those in.
Here is Bass. Out to Nelson. Bass with the screen. Lee with the ball. Rashard Lewis covering. And here they come. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, I tell you what, a long, intimidating defender who rebounds and blocks shots at a high rate can be. Gives you a ton of energy on the defensive end.
Now here's Petrus. Here he goes. And Lee pulls it down. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Roy with the bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And it's Carter missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
16 feet away. Roy can't hit.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And it's Carter missing.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
And it's sent back by Carter. Now here's Petrus. And Petrus throws it down.
You got to have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite the big fella standing in the way.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. He takes it in. Down low. Lee with the steal. And now in transition, it's Roy. Here we go. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Blazers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
And Orlando making a change here. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. To the inside. Howard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Marcus Campbell.
An aggressive player who draws attention. Howard is used to getting hit by the defense and plays quite well through contact.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
That's the kind of activity on the offensive glass that can be a game changer.
Inside. Stolen by Canby. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Roy gets the bucket. Roy's got 8 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Lee. That ball. Great assist by Brandon Roy.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
That drive by Carter. Second shot opportunity. Out to Nelson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lewis. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Here's Alston. Still without a basket. Pass to Lee. Can't hit from in close. The Magic trail by 9. Richardson gets a wide open look. Here's Howard. The second effort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Dwight Howard getting a little tricky there, pulling the man with the pump fake and able to draw the foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Here is Fernandez. From deep. Here's Udo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Love seeing this aggressiveness in the interior.
Portland, they have missed both of their free throws tonight. 0 for 2 so far.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Here is Duhan.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Pass to Fernandez. Portland again missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
The Magic trail by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play in the first quarter. Redick for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Right side, Batum. And Nicholas Batum with the slam.
Bouncing up with ease, Batum skilled at finishing with power at the rack.
And stolen by Aldridge. And now here's Fernandez, the fast break opportunity. Here's Batum. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. .132 left here in the first quarter. Here's Williams. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
If you get the ball that close, you kind of have to finish it.
Trailblazers leading by 6.
Jason Williams. First personal foul. Third team foul.
To the middle. It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Trailblazers ball.
We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. On the wing, Batum. Back to Alston. Pass to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Well, he's so good around the basket that he doesn't really need to throw it down. But sometimes Aldridge just has to take advantage of it.
Now here's Williams. And it's Rafer Alston with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
52 seconds left in the first. Here's Williams. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Poke loose. Stolen by Anderson. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
So much fun watching Jason Williams. So creative with the ball.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside, Batum. Here's Aldridge. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the night.
And inside the paint, Aldridge can be so physical, not letting anything get in his way.
With 1 on the clock. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 8. Live from the Rose Garden, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
That one drops for him. Aldridge has got 6.
And, guys, if you let Aldridge get inside with the ball, you've already lost. I mean, he's too big, too strong, too skilled.
Now, here's Richardson. He has yet to score. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Portland leading by 8. For this past summer, the biggest free agent signing in sports history, LeBron James, selecting of all teams, Greg, the Miami Heat.
Kevin, how about having it televised with an hour special on major television? I think we will see more of that moving forward, where players can kind of dictate where they go, taking some of that power back from the owner.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Brandon Roy. The Magic shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Obviously, Vince Carter's ability to defy gravity is eye-catching. But everything else he does on the floor equally is important. He is a complete player.
Putting in the effort to get a second chance look. Nice.
Carter looking around. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
Hey, nobody on this floor, or any floor for that matter, is out-leaping Vince. So that really allows Carter down low to do his thing. Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing. But they don't want to chance that again.
3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Roy. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Roy has a special knack for drawing fouls. He's really excellent at getting defenders off balance and forcing them to foul.
And he sinks the second. Here is Carter. Nelson, right side. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Rejected by Camby. Pass to Aldridge. Off on the layup. The Magic trailed by 10. To the paint. Ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, he's shaken up a bit. No choice but to take a timeout and let him get some medical attention.
Time to get loud for your play. To your Blazer dancers.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Carter, that's good. Carter's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Roy. Rebounded by Howard. The Magic trailed by 8. Carter right side. And then Carter with the jam.
And Carter, well known for his throwdown ability. Superb at rising up and punishing the rim.
Shoots. Lee. And it's Orlando with the rebound. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Howard can't hit.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow.
And what a beautiful move it was that he picked.
Here's Lee, and the rebound goes to Howard. The Magic trailed by 8. Here's Carter. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Pass to Miller. side, Roy. Over Nelson. Roy with another miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Andre Miller. Portland leading by 6. Tries from 16. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Well, I would think Roy has to be pleased with his play right now. It always feels good when you find your rhythm out there.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. The Magic trailed by 8. Now Duhan. Still yet to score. Here's Lewis. Richardson attacking. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
No good on the wing 3. Here's Alston. The rebound by Duhan.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Alston with the ball. And it's Carter picking him up. And then Carter with the jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Now here is Carter. He's got 11. Inside. Here's Bass. And finished off by Bass.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
For the finish. And finished off by Carter.
And this is why he's called insanity. Some of Carter's throwdowns are downright vicious.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Both teams changing it up here. There's a minute 47 left in the second quarter. And here's Roy. Portland no good that time either. Out to the right wing. Here is Duhan. Kicks it out to Richardson. And Lee pulls it down. Portland trailing here. Can they get it? Goes back up. Can't get the layup.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
Here's Horton. And Horton with the stuff.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime.
Roy, that's a two-pointer. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Roy's got 19 points.
Look, it's been this way for him all night. Points have come in bunches and easy. Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Here is Duhan.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
The Magic have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
Here's Roy. It's hauled in by the Magic. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's Richardson on the wing. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Campbell. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
11 seconds left here in the second. Here's Roy. And it's blocked. And they get it back.
Ball delivered from below the basket. Magic ball.
Duhan with the ball. And a foul called on Andre Miller. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Orlando, they have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. And both free throws good from Duhan. Now, here's Roy. Good if it goes. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Magic out in front, leading by just 2. Live from the Rose Garden, you're watching 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Now, here is Nelson. Hasn't made one yet. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up to Portland. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
A crazy athlete. Roy excels in the open floor.
Carter with it. Camby picks him up. Lee with the steal. Pass to Camby. Outside Roy. For the lead. Drills the three-pointer. And now it's a 3-point Portland lead.
Good to see Roy knocking it down from long range, wanting to be a bigger threat from there.
Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
No good from Roy. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Who is outside? Now Carter. He's got 13. Just 5 on the clock. Over Roy. And it's Carter missing. A tight game here in Portland. That's tipped. Nelson with the steal. Pass to Howard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Portland ball.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Roy. Takes the three. The shot's good. Alston making the play. Roy's got 30 points.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. The Magic trailed by 4. Carter outside. Down low. And stolen by Aldridge. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. And slam dunk by Fernandez.
Set him up so they can knock him down.
Carter outside. A baseline J. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Howard.
Gotta feed Howard the rock when he's in the paint. He commands the ball whenever he has that kind of position.
Here's Mills. Good D by Nelson. And so here's Orlando. 4-point game. Misses the layup. And here are the Blazers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Here's Aldridge. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Astudillo to the inside. And stolen by Richardson. Only one man back on D. Looking for Redick. He gets it there. Back to Bass. Orton with it. And Orton with the stuff.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And Orton with the stuff.
Punishing the rim. And maybe some feelings with that one.
Portland leading. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Aldridge inside. The kick out to Matthews. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Here's the screen. Pass to Orton. For the tie. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Duhon. Orton's got it all tied up now for Orlando.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Outside, Batum. The putback. Redick with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. we'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Portland on defense. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Horton with the stuff.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Pass to Richardson. To the middle. And it's Orton missing.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to. Open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Redick. 6 to shoot. The three. Williams for 3. And the rebound goes to Marcus Camby. No good from Lee. Orlando trailing here. Richardson outside. A 3-ball. And that's collected by Camby.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Fernandez from outside. The shot's good. Roy making the play.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Trailblazers.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Back to Richardson. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss. Drives to the hoop. And it's Portland with the rebound.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
It's good on the putback. And it's an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
And again, Portland running the court in transition. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
Roy can be explosive when the moment calls for it. He's kind of quietly athletic, but that time threw it down with authority.
Here's Horton. The layup off target. Roy, that's a 2-pointer. And so it's Portland going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter.
This is who Miller is. It's his idea. I mean, selfless, pass-first type of point guard.
The Magic call timeout.
Fans, let me hear from you. Make some noise for your Blazer dancers.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Orlando's coach talk to his team. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run. Now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here is Miller. Aldridge down low. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Udo. And Udo with the stuff.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him. Oh, brother, now, you got to save that for the All-Star weekend. Come on. Come on now.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
It's Rudy Fernandez on the wing. Pass to Udo. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Udo's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers. Inside. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. For three, Petrus, and play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree, and you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Back to Miller. Timeout, Blazers. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, watching Carter find his rhythm. Very impressive, an efficient scorer who can hurt you in a lot of ways.
And here's Alston. Vince Carter getting it to go from deep. No good from 18.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Fourth personal foul.
You know, with the style of game he has, seems like no matter the system, he's going to succeed.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Lets it go from deep. Magic working now with the new shot clock. And he trims the lead to single digits. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 13 rebounds. Matthews, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. Pass to Petrus. Picked off in midair. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. It's good.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Lewis outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And Lewis, one of those guys that can fit into a lot of different roles. Depending on what his team needs, he's got a diverse skill set. He's got size, and this guy loves shooting the three.
And this summer, Greg, a lot of big-name free agents moving around.
And, Kevin, we saw the Knicks make a big move for Amari Stoudemire and Carlos Boozer going to the Bulls. So some musical chairs at that power forward spot. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now here's Howard after the miss from Marcus Camby. And here is Howard. Pass to Lewis. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Howard. Batum with the steal. Here's Alston. Drains the jumper to finish the break. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Now here's Roy. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Over Carter. Shard Lewis pulls it in. The Magic trail by 9. High post Howard. Back to Lewis. And he drives in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And this is the type of pressure Lewis puts on defense. He's skilled at drawing contact on the shot.
And the second free throw, good. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. Roy can't hit. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. On the free throw, no good.
Shooting for Orlando, Vince Carter.
The Magic trail by 8.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
He's off on the first.
Much respect for the speed and IQ Nelson possesses. I mean, this guy's a crafty point guard who also knows how to get his guys going. A good mark of a leader.
Here's Roy. The 15-footer, good. Roy's got 40 points.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Here's Roy after the Magic pick up 2. Running from the wing. Roy's got 42 in the game.
And when the ball is in his hands, you just feel like it's going in.
And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Puts it up off the inbound. Up again. Carter pulls it in. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Orlando. Trailing by 10. Pass to Petrus. Down low. Batum with the steal. Play with it. And it's Nelson picking him up. Here's Camby. And slam dunk by Camby.
A 6'6" creator, smooth as they come. Roy is kind of a point forward, doesn't have a defined position. All he is a baller who makes plays.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Howard. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Misses the 3. And the foul on Michael Petrus. That is his first foul of the game. 1:51 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Alston. Puts up a deep three. The Trailblazers rebound.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Second chance shot. Here's Batum. Roy with it. Over Howard. No good from Roy. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Launches it. Got a piece of it. Pass to Petrus. There's the triple. Portland grabs the miss. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Trailblazers.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be the second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Brandon Roy.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Matthews scanning the floor. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. So